We call ourselves CiiiTY, but we global. And everybody that has a voice is allowed to be vocal.
I spent about half my life out there, back and forth, back and forth. Like it was like 1 year I spent out here, and then 1 year I go back to New York.
For sure.
Next school year I come back out here. Next school year I'm back in New York. It was just back and forth a lot, man. There was no stability.
Well, what was the reason?
This life, man, problems, like a lot of just at-home issues.
Running away from your problems or
Not
or more
necessarily, just I would say things that I was kind of bred into. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like my parents had me at a young age, and they didn't have their stuff figured out, and it kind of made it a lot harder on me. But you know, I appreciate it because it made me realize, like, yo, I gotta get on my stuff. You feel me? Because that was like I always tell people, I look at the people around me, and I use their mistakes.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, yo, I can't go that way. You feel me? Because I've seen it. So, yeah, man, I try to use everybody around me as an example for the good and the bad, especially my loved ones.
You've been working with a few people that's in the same circle that we recognize. I know you be in the studio with Stizzy Raxx.
Yeah.
And I think you guys have like a bit of a similar mindset when it comes to things. So, you know, how did you get in contact with a dude like that?
It's funny because about 2 years ago, I was actually having a situation. I was actually, to be straight up, I was actually homeless 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I actually got sick. So my grandma ended up telling me, yo, come stay, because I was bad. Like I went to the hospital, didn't even know what I had. But when I came out here, I had just finished dropping one of my tapes. And I took a couple months off, and I was looking for a studio. And I ended up finding Stizzy's page. And I ended up contacting him, and we ended up speaking. I ended up linking with him, and from the first session, that was it, bro.
Yeah.
It was like I was there. From that first day, I was there the next day and the next day after. And literally, I probably made like 6 songs. And the way that he had me sounding, I was like, yeah, this is where I need to be right here.
For sure. So you ran into his page and what, you just DM'd him?
Yeah. I was like, yeah, what the rates was going for. Because everybody was waxing.
Yeah.
So I was trying to make sure I was like keeping my budget on, you feel me?
For sure.
And he ended up hitting me back. He was like, and I ended up going, and it was business after that, man.
People gonna recognize that when you you know, I get on a little rants about that, but people are gonna recognize when you're about your business, man.
Facts.
And it's a good approach.
Gotta be.
For sure, man. So you just dropped the biggest thing for you right now is your EP.
Yes, my Love Letters to You EP featuring my boy Heck and my boy Ant.
The only 2 features on that EP.
Yeah, those are my brothers. Those were the ones who actually put me on to making music, who kind of showed me the ropes.
For sure.
So, and they was there from the very first songs to now. You feel me? And like, it's a great thing that my biggest drop got to be shared with them. You feel me? Because like I said, those are the 2 people. When I was like, I didn't know what I was doing when I first started writing music. You feel me? I was trying to go out there. I thought I was gonna say a few things, gonna sound fire, and that's it. You feel me? But they taught me. They definitely taught me.
Was that intentional? You just wanted them to be the 2 that are part of this project with you? Or was it just more so this track, he'd sound good on this track and he'd sound good on this track right here?
So what happened was my boy Ant, he actually do trucking. And so he actually came back on vacation, and we was able to lock in at the studio with Stizzy. And we actually created that song, What You Need. Yeah. And after that, I was like, all right, so there was initially supposed to be 3 songs on the tape. And after that, I kind of got in touch with my boy Hector. It was been a while or whatnot. He was going to do his own things or whatever. He hit me back up, and he was like, yo, I got 3 songs perfect for that. And he gave me the 3 songs. He was like, yo, I got 3 songs done. Have them. And it was crazy because he told me, he was like, yo, instead of dropping my own tape, I want to be a part of this. You feel me? And for me, for somebody to give you some songs, man, and like,
that's different.
That's crazy. You feel me? That's different.
We call ourselves CiiiTY, but we global. And everybody that has a voice is allowed to be vocal.